The WWE Royal Rumble 2012 has just finished right now. Now, I'm really tired, but I really enjoyed this show, so I wanted to get right on here, right onto YouTube, and give my thoughts of the show straight away, so I can get the conversation rolling, so that when I wake up tomorrow morning and this is uploaded, I've got loads of comments to reply to, and we can get this kicked off straight away. So let's get into it, shall we? First match, triple threat steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Bryan to defend against Mark Henry and The Big Show. Now this match wasn't too bad, wasn't too great, it was just a standard cage match. They've had matches like this on SmackDown in the past, like on the Christmas special with Mark Henry versus Daniel Bryan. But this time, Daniel Bryan was just about to escape. Big Show had hold of him by like one hand and was like, did a bit of a rep with him like that with his arm, lifted him up a bit, a little bit of a bench press, not a bench press, a dumbbell curl. Lifted Daniel Bryan up that little bit, but then like slowly just dropped him and no, I can't hold him anymore, and drops him to the floor. Daniel Bryan hits the ground and is still World Heavyweight Champion. Nothing wrong with that. Nice way to book Daniel Bryan. He's obviously not going to beat these two big monsters in the cage, is he? You need to give him a different way to wear him out of it, and that's what they did. They got a clever way of him winning here. Next we got a surprise match, an 8 Diva Tag Team match with the face team of Kelly Kelly, Eve, Alicia Fox and Tamina against Beth Phoenix, Natalya and the Bella Twins. I was texting a few people during the event and I said during this match, do you know what this card needs? Or this match needs, for example, or the Divas division in general? More Karma. I said it needs Karma. But she didn't return. And it disappointed me. When Karma didn't return in this match, I was like, oh, that was a bit naff. But yeah, Divas match was okay. In the end, Beth Phoenix slaps one of the Bella Twins on the back and says, "Get out of my ring." Walks in there, hits the glam slam on, I think it might have been, who was in the match? It might have been Tamina, I can't really remember. And she gets the pin. Now, there's been stuff reported, well, CM Punk reported it himself by coming out and just telling everyone that him and Beth Phoenix have now broken up, and he called her a douchebag and whatever. I think Beth Phoenix might be losing that Divas title right about now, because she'll probably have heat with Punk. Obviously Punk doesn't like her right now, and seeing as Punk's one of the top guys in the company right now, it doesn't really go that well for Beth Phoenix, does it? Anyway, yeah, Beth Phoenix, Natalya and the Bella Twins got the win. Next we had a singles match, Kane versus Cena. Embrace the hate. Before it, there's a great, awesome, fantastic, cannot talk about this video package enough. Cannot hype it enough. This video package was fantastic. It really made me want to really get behind John Cena. Like, yeah, John Cena's fucking awesome. I want to be behind John Cena. Come on, Cena. Rise above the hate. Don't embrace it. Come on, Cena, lad. And they had the match. It was a nice little match. Kane versus Cena. They ended up in a double count out. No complaints here. This is, you know, I would have liked to have put Cena over Kane, but then that would have ruined Kane a bit. But they could have remedied that by putting Kane in the Rumble and having him chuck out about 10 different guys. But they didn't want to do that. Fair enough, WWE. Anyway, like I said, ends in a count. Then we had another surprise match. Drew McIntyre comes to the ring and Twitter was blowing up and my text was going off. Everyone was messaging me like, Drew McIntyre, really? Why is he in this? And then, Funk is on a roll. The living Funkasaurus comes down to the ring and he beats him as we all expected. Brodus Clay gets a win, but wasn't in the Rumble. Why was Brodus Clay not in the Rumble? I really would have liked to see him in there and then flukily eliminated. But no, I suppose they want to keep him looking strong, so whatever. Now we had the singles match for the WWE Championship with special guest referee John Laurinaitis with Vicky Guerrero and Jack Swagger banned from ringside. Dolph Ziggler versus CM Punk. Now they did a lot of little spots in this match where it looked like Punk would end up being fucked over because Laurinaitis would got knocked out. The other ref got knocked out because John Laurinaitis demanded another ref come down because Laurinaitis, all the stuff that's going on with Laurinaitis, and he possibly could get fired if he fucks over Punk in this match, so he doesn't want to get fired. That's another thing. They were hyping up Raw for tomorrow night, which I don't really mind that much, but a lot of people was bitching about on the forums and Twitter like, oh, less Raw stuff. So if people are getting annoyed by it, maybe they should do less of it. But then again, I guess the casual fan won't really notice that and won't really care. This is a good match. The amount of times they made Punk look like he was going to beat Ziggler and then Ziggler would somehow get out of it because the referee wouldn't be looking or the referee would be down or something like that. or Johnny Ace, for example, would just be outside the ring having a bit of a strop to himself. It was really good. And then in the end, it was sort of like an unswerve. Like, it looked like they were going to swerve us, and either Ziggler ended up getting the win. But they didn't. They got Punk, hit the GTS one more time, and Ziggler sold it like a mother. It was amazing. Ziggler's selling is fantastic, and he ended up getting beaten by CM Punk. CM Punk still your WWE champion. And now for the Royal Rumble match itself, the winner will get well, they call it a main event match at WrestleMania. Last year, this is a little bit of a mini rant. Last year they put this main event WrestleMania Royal Rumble winning match on the very first match of WrestleMania. After the dark match, of course, it was televised. It was on the pay-per-view. It was the first match, and the winner of it lost to the champion Edge, who was retiring anyway. To me, this looks like Edge didn't really tell anyone that he was retiring, and he was just like, yeah, I'll fight this match, but let me win this match, please, let me win it, and I'll drop it to him another time. And then he beat him, and he's like, oh, you remember when I said that I'd drop it to him? Well, Doctor just told me like right now that I got to retire. Sorry, lol, frowny face. You know, so bit of a wanker Edge. Anyway. Royal Rumble started. Miz was first up. We all expected this, and I was telling everyone before it, I was like, watch for the Rumble. Miz is going to be made in the Royal Rumble. They're going to make Miz look fantastic. And he comes out at number 1. And he lasts all the way until number 30 had come into the ring. Number 2 was Alex Riley, who was then quickly eliminated by The Miz. Next up, number 3, R-Truth. So now I'm thinking, oh, Riley's just been thrown out by Miz. Now Truth's come down. And I was thinking, this is stupid. R-Truth has just beaten The Miz, and he's getting a full 90-second advantage on Miz. 90 seconds, that's all he's given for winning that match against The Miz. Maybe it's a bit of the heel thing of Johnny Laurinaitis put him in that spot, so I suppose that could sort of be ignored. Oh, also, Kane, after the John Cena match, battered Zack Ryder, and Cena was like looking at him like, oh my god, sorry mate, I can't believe I've just let you down. And Eve was like, oh my god, Zack, it's all your fault, John, and all this bollocks. It was good stuff, it was great stuff, it was fantastic stuff. Don't get me wrong. But still, there's a lot going on. And I was just like, come on, let's just get to the Rumble. This is good, but I want to get to a good Rumble match. And there was an awesome Rock promo where they were trying to get us behind the Rock. But it was a lot of like, oh yeah, I'm a celebrity, I do this, I do this. Like, come on, show me more of your wrestling stuff. I don't care about your celebrity lifestyle. Show me why I should care about you as a wrestler. Show me why I should watch you at WrestleMania 28 against John Cena. They didn't really want me to care about him that much. And now I'm getting really tired. My eyes just closed against my will then. Anyway, so Truth comes down, and then he gets eliminated by The Miz, and it's like, well, he just won this match against The Miz, and he gets that full 90-second advantage, and now he's tossed out. Next up, we had Cody Rhodes in the ring. Cody Rhodes came down. Again, he survived for a long time. He survived till all 30 were in there. Then we had Justin Gabriel. Then we had Primo, and I was thinking already at this point, I was like, this is just not a bunch of jobbers. I wouldn't degrade them as to say they're jobbers as other people would. But these guys are lower card talent, not really WrestleMania standard, not really guys you could put in the Royal Rumble and say, do you know what, these guys could go to WrestleMania and win the title. You know what I mean? So yeah, Primo gets eliminated, then Gabriel gets eliminated, then we get Foley coming in, then we get Ricardo Rodriguez coming into Alberto Del Rio's music, and as he was coming in, I text my mate saying, this is going to be Ricardo, this isn't going to be Del Rio, this is going to be Ricardo. And he comes in, it's Ricardo, and everyone's loving it, and I loved it, it was fantastic. Ricardo got thrown out. Then we got Santino and Epico. Epico gets thrown out, Santino gets thrown out, Mick Foley gets thrown out. Next we get Kofi Kingston, then we get Jerry Lawler. Lawler gets thrown out. Then we get Ezekiel Jackson, Jinder Mahal, the Great Khali, Hunico, Booker T. Booker T gets thrown out, and Booker T was sort of like a mini like add-on, like, oh, we've had Jerry Lawler, now we're going to have Booker T. I bet you weren't expecting that, were you? And that's what it's supposed to be like. Or it's supposed to be like, oh, we weren't expecting it. I was really expecting Booker T, to be honest. I didn't expect what was to come later though. So yeah, Booker T's eliminated. In fact, I'll run through the list and I'll run through when they got eliminated and by who. So Booker T, then we got Dolph Ziggler, then Hacksaw and Jim Duggan returned. Ho! I really thought that after he got eliminated, Cody Rhodes should have gone like, ho, no. Give him the old negative sign. Anyway, we got Jim Duggan, then we had Michael Cole. I wasn't expecting Michael Cole, that was a nice little thing to just put all the commentators. And then we had Karma to return. Now when Karma came in and she eliminated some of the guys, I realised, well, I did not just realised, it confirmed to me that Karma is the heir. Karma is the heir to China's throne of that really dominating woman. She's not just going to be dominating in terms of the women. She will wrestle the men one day and she will be made to look really strong. It won't surprise me if she holds the US title or the IC title long after she's held the women's title for so long that she just gives it up. Next we had Lobster Head, Sheamus coming down. Then we had Road Dogg, then Jey Uso. For some reason Jey Uso gets given the push over Jimmy. Jay and Jimmy? Is it that? Jay and Jimmy? Whatever. Jimmy Uso, the other Uso ain't waiting there. Then we had Jack Swagger, Wade Barrett, David Otunga 27. 27, the spot where all the winners come from. It happened to be given to David Otunga. Again, this is why I think that the R-Truth thing might have been tied into the Johnny Ace, giving it him as part of the storyline. And this, because like, they've been hyping up that 27 and winners come from the number 27. So then Laurinaitis gives it to his mate Otunga, doesn't he? Then we had Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, and the last man in the ring. I thought it might have been The Undertaker, but it ended up being Big Show. And yeah, just before it, I was on a forum and I typed down on the little Rumble chat that was going on. I said, listen, I'm going to go for number 22. Number 22 will win the Royal Rumble. Number 22 may have won the Royal Rumble, or did he? We'll save that. Anyway, yeah, first eliminated is Riley by Miz. Went through that before. Then next, Miz eliminates R-Truth. Then Primo gets eliminated by Mick Foley. Then Gabriel gets eliminated by Mick Foley. And I was thinking to myself, well, why is Mick Foley eliminating people? Why is Foley getting over at the expense of current stars? Shouldn't really be happening. Then 5, Ricardo Rodriguez was eliminated by Santino and the Cobra. And 6th eliminated was Epico by Mick Foley. Again, like, why again is Mick Foley eliminating someone? And Santino was eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Not before though. Him and Mick Foley had a sock off, and I could see it coming. Everyone could see it coming. But it was fantastic stuff, wasn't it? Like, just a nice little stupid thing to throw in the middle of the Rumble and get them both out of there. So yeah, Cody Rhodes eliminates Santino. Next person out was Mick Foley by Cody Rhodes. Next person after that was Jerry Lawler by Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes sort of taking Randy Orton's legend killer gimmick here, because he's thrown out Foley, he's thrown out Lawler, and he was to throw out Jim Duggan soon after as well. So yeah, Lawler's now gone. 10, Booker T is thrown out by Cody Rhodes. Again, legend killer gimmick. This might be what he was trying to get at. This is probably why they booked him to eliminate all these guys. Then 11, Jinder Mahal thrown out by Great Khali. Then Ezekiel Jackson thrown out by Great Khali. Jackson was looking like a beast, but it wasn't really. He could have been made to look strong and throw out a few guys. Like instead of Khali throwing out people and Mick Foley, they could have been given and fed to the Zeke. But doesn't really matter. Number 13, Jim Duggan was thrown out by Cody Rhodes. Like again, he should have done the whole. No. Didn't know. 14th out was Great Khali by Cody Rhodes. 15th, it was the returning Great Khali. Woo, yay, Khali's returned. 15th out was Michael Cole by Booker T and Jerry Lawler. Just pulled him off because Karma had come down and she was just about to throw him out, but then they saved him. Before it, Karma had hit the implant buster on Dolph Ziggler, and I thought that is wicked. That is fantastic that they'd let her do that. That makes her look really strong, and that's really why I do think that they're going to make her be the next China. 16th eliminated, Hunico by Karma. Karma just tosses Hunico out. Hunico, his gimmick is stupid. I don't understand it. I don't know where it's going, but yeah, whatever. 17, Dolph Ziggler throws out Karma, and Karma took a nice heavy bump to the floor. Nice heel move from Ziggler. Next was Kofi Kingston wearing like lime-coloured tights, thrown out by guess who? Sheamus. He looked at him and thought, do you know what? Too many limes, Kofi. Too many limes. And chucks him over the top rope. 19th eliminated, Road Dogg by Wade Barrett. Again, that could have gone to Cody Rhodes and his whole legend killer thing. But Wade Barrett only threw out one guy, I think, and that was him. Yeah, it looks like it, I fear. Next, 20, Jey Uso thrown out by Randy Orton. 21, Barrett thrown out by Randy Orton. 22, Otunga thrown out by Jericho. 23, Swagger thrown out by Big Show. 24 was Miz thrown out by Big Show. So he'd gone through all the guys. All the guys had entered by this point, and Miz was still in the Rumble. He'll be talking about this forever. This may help them establish the Miz. They should have him have a lot more close calls and have him really almost on the edge of being thrown out. And that comment says like, "Oh my God, the Miz is going out. He's going out." And then Colt's like, "Yeah, he's still in there," but they didn't do that. They could have done that, but they didn't. 25 was Cody Rhodes being thrown out by the Big Show. 26 was Ziggler being thrown out by the Big Show. 27, Big Show being thrown out by Randy Orton. Made Orton look great. Orton looked like he's going to win this. It's his hometown. Orton's thrown out the Big Show. Yes, this is Orton's year. then Jericho throws him out. Now I'd called this at the beginning of the night. I said Jericho will throw out Randy Orton, he'll be a face all the way up until this point. He won't do anything against the other faces, and then he'll throw out Randy Orton and he'll get a huge heel reaction for throwing out the hometown boy. But it didn't really come off. He didn't really get that big boo from the crowd, and they were saying, "Oh, you've just thrown out our guy," because they were just like more like, "Yay, Jericho, keep doing what you're doing." Next, 29, the final one, Jericho was thrown out by Sheamus, and Jericho was my pick, but it didn't happen. But I picked before the night, number 22, well, before the match started, number 22, it was Sheamus. Sheamus got the win. Sheamus is your Royal Rumble winner. Now, I don't know how many of you who are watching this watch my WrestleMania 28 fantasy booking video. If not, please go back to my channel and watch it. And hopefully I'll remember, and I'll put a link to it right here. Just below the subscription button. So click that subscription button and click this video button right here, and that will take you to my WrestleMania at the end of this video. Click here. Click that subscription button right now though, yeah? Right now, so you can subscribe to me. Comment below and like it or dislike it. It's up to you. So anyway, in that video, in that WrestleMania 28 prediction video, I said that Sheamus will win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania to face Mark Henry for the world title. That could still happen. Now, Henry's not the champ, but I called it a long time ago that Sheamus would win the Rumble. Where could they go from here? Will he face Punk? Will he face Bryan? Or will he face someone different who will win the title at the Elimination Chamber? Or maybe at a different time? I want to know your opinions on this. Where do you think they're going to go with Sheamus? Are you happy that Sheamus won the Royal Rumble and he's going to get a so-called main event shot at WrestleMania to face either the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts on the entire card. Did you enjoy the Rumble? Did you enjoy the pay-per-view as a whole? Which matches were you highlight? Which matches were you low light? Is Funk on a roll? Should McIntyre have won? Let me know all your thoughts in the description box down below. Sorry, comment box down below. Also, I'm doing a Q&A soon. Post those questions on the moderator at the top of my channel. Subscribe like I said earlier. Click that video to go and see me call it. Let me know what you think of that WrestleMania 28 fantasy booking card, as well as this video. Let me know what you think of me reviewing it. Have I been good? I think this is an okay video. I'm tired, so it might not come out too great, but I don't think I've been too bad. With that, I'm out. Thank you very much for sitting through all 18 minutes almost of it. See you later.